All of our schools in Union County have emergency response protocols in place that we practice should an emergency arise. We felt it important to let our parents and guardians know what they should do in the event of an emergency as well. This video will outline what our students' families should do in an emergency situation. Union County Schools uses the standard response protocol to communicate what has taken place in our schools with our staff and students. Let's review this terminology so that you too will have a better understanding of what has taken place. These first two, hold and secure, are non-school emergency codes. Hold simply means to keep students in their rooms for a given time frame. Secure, which was previously called lockout, is a response to some type of event taking place in the community around our school. In secure protocol, no one is allowed inside of our school building. This is to try to eliminate the possibility of an outside emergency or threat making its way into our facility with students. Lockdown is the term that we use for an active threat inside of our school buildings. Regular school operations will cease during lockdown, and our staff and students will take cover until cleared by law enforcement. Evacuate is used to should the building itself be compromised. An example of this would be a school fire. And shelter is the code that we use in the event of inclement weather. It is important to note that during these protocols, no entry is allowed into our school buildings except by law enforcement and emergency first responders. In the case of an emergency, our instinct as a parent is to try to get to our children as fast as possible. We as a district need for you to fight against this instinct so that we can keep our roads and entryways clear for first responders. Here's an example of our limited roadways that give access to our school buildings. Many years ago, we had a bomb threat called into our high school. So many cars tried to make their way to the school that several of our law enforcement officers could not make it to the facility to ensure the safety of our students and staff. Where do you go in the case of an emergency? One option is to make your way to our Parent Information Center, which will be located at Tabernacle Baptist Church Family Life Center on 915 South Pinckney Street in Union. Here we will have staff come and set up so that they can relay real-time information to our parents, provide information on how, when, and where we will try to reunite you with your students, and to provide you with information and paperwork to help make this process go smoothly. What do you need to bring with you? You need to bring a photo ID so that we can ensure that students who are being reunited with an adult is being reunited with a parent or guardian who has the right to pick them up. The term reunification is the process that we use to reunite a student with their family. The card shown here is one of the pieces of information that will be provided to you at the Parent Information Center. You will need to complete this card with your student's information as well as present your ID at whatever location is determined for pickup. Staff will use this card to help identify which student you are there to pick up, and they will use your ID to ensure that the adult picking up this child is allowed to do so. Thank you so much for watching this video and for your continued support to the safety and well-being of our students.